The pastor had been feeling sick for days when he boarded a bus from Butembo to Goma. It was only upon his arrival in eastern DRC's largest city that he checked into this health centre and the deadly Ebola virus was identified. Everything is now being disinfected to avoid it spreading further.
We didn't make the patients who were already there leave the hospital, but we forbade everyone who was in the hospital from going outside and prevented anyone outside the hospital from entering.
Locals are concerned, and not without good reason. The epidemic has killed nearly 1,700 people in the country since it broke out last August.
I'm very worried because this means it could spread in our neighborhood of Himbi or even throughout Goma.
The World Health Organization says Ebola's arrival in a city the size of Goma is a potential game changer. The UN agency is looking into whether the outbreak should now be declared a public health emergency of international concern. But speaking to France 24, the DRC's health minister played down the need to do this.
We have been preparing for Goma for 10 months now with WHO. The case was very rapidly identified, isolated and put under treatment. So it's maybe the demonstration that Goma has been ready for a long time.
Until now, the virus has largely been contained to rural areas, thanks in part to an experimental vaccine that's already been administered to around 160,000 people. Yet efforts to combat the outbreak have been hampered by insecurity and by local populations' hostility towards health workers. Last weekend, 2 were killed in North Kivu.